Hello everyone. Good morning, all of you present here. I'm super excited today. Excited about the conversation we'll get to have today. We have two amazing speakers who will share their life experiences with us. They are the living proof that the distance between you and everything you want is the amount of action you take. Here, I'm talking about Miss Manju and Mr. Harsimar Singh. So I kindly invite our respected teacher, Miss Parneet ma'am, to come and greet our guests.
Thank you so much, Jashanpreet. So, a very good morning. I welcome you all to the first webinar organized by Pharmacy College Club under the Homecoming series. We have with us our very own student, Mr. Harsimar Singh and Miss Manju. I welcome them. When we thought of having a webinar on how to motivate our students for GPAT, the first thing which came in our mind was why don't we ask our own students? I will call them students, not our ex student, because for a teacher, a student will always be a student. Whatever you achieve, whatever you become in your life, we will always be proud of you, and you will always be my student. So when we thought of having them with us to deliver a talk about how to crack a GPAT, they have already cleared GPAT, literally cracked the GPAT, and made us very proud in that. Uh, what was in our mind at that time was that they have been the part of the system. They have been attending regular classes, submitting assignments, taking exams, and all. And we already know that students always complain that we are doing so much during the semester, we don't get time to prepare for these exams. So we thought that they have been the part of the system, they know the positives, they know the weaknesses of a student, so they can better guide uh, the aspirants better as compared to any expert or anybody to start with. So when we planned that, we asked them, and I'm so proud to share that I asked them just once, and within a second, they accepted our invitation. Thank you so much, Harsimar and Manju, for accepting that. Um, I will not stand much in between you and your seniors for so long, but I request you participants to interact with them as much as you can because that will benefit you and your studies. So, what we can do for now is that we can give them time to speak what they want to share. In the meantime, you can put your queries in the chat box and we can take up your queries at the end. So, thank you all for joining. Over to you, Jashan.
Good
Mr.
morning
Harsit.
to everyone. Yes, good morning to everyone. Am I audible to all?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
So, Dr. Paneet ma'am, thanks for your words, and Jashan, thanks for your words. Ma'am, please zoom in the slide. Yes. So, I, Harsimar Singh, completed my B Pharmacy from the GHG Khalsa College of Siddharth, and now I am pursuing my MS form in regulatory toxicology from the NIPER Raebareli, Lucknow. So I had cleared my GPAT in 2020 with All India rank 252 and the NIPER with 2020 with All India rank 725. So now I will discuss about the how to crack GPAT and NIPER, the main national examinations, which I think are the one for the pharmacy students. The main dream of every pharmacy student is to join NIPER. So I am very happy that I cleared my dream, cleared the NIPER examinations, which are one of the tough examination for the pharma aspirants. So ma'am, please, next slide, ma'am. So this is the paper pattern of GPAT. How to attempt the paper. So basically in the GPAT, there are 125 questions. Number of questions are 125. Each question carry 4 marks. So 125 into 4, the total marks for the paper is 500. And the time limit for this paper is 3 hours. And the negative marking is -1. So how to attempt the paper? There are 125 questions. So if you are doing around near 50 to 60 questions are correct. If you are doing, you know that I have attempted the 50 questions which are absolutely correct. Then you can go for randomness thickness. Yes, in Punjabi we can call tuka. So if you know that how to attempt a paper, you can surely clear the GPAT. It is not so much tough. Everyone makes out of that we have to revise all the syllabus of the 4 years. No, there are some topics which you have to clear, which you have to revise again and again. So if you are doing the 50 questions, which are absolutely clear, you know that I have taken, I have cleared, I am surely cleared the 50 questions, then you can go for randomness thickness, otherwise no. So next slide. So the main subjects. What are the main subjects for the GPAT which you have to cover? In the major, we have to go for pharmacology, pharmaceutics, medicinal chemistry, analysis, and cognosy. In the minor, in the most of the questions are appeared from the pharmacology and pharmaceutics. Medicinal chemistry is a little bit tough subject, and the in analysis. In NIPER, the most of the questions are from analysis. But in GPAT, there are around 4 to 5 questions, not more than that. And the pharmacognosy, in the last year, there were around 4 to 5 questions from cognosy. But the 25% of the paper is covered from the pharmacology and 25% of the paper covered from the pharmaceutics. So if your only aim is to clear the GPAT, you can only go for these two subjects. If your aim is to achieve the all India rank within the 100 or within the 1000 around there, so you have to cover all the subjects, the major and the minor one. From the major one, the most of the questions are covered from the pharmacology and the ceutics, and the other one from the microbiology, biochemistry, and biotechnology. So the minor ones are biochemistry, microbiology. In the microbiology, you have to cover viruses, bacteria. Biochemistry, you have to cover the metabolism. What are the cycle, Krebs cycles, TCA cycle, all that. Then in the biotechnology, you have to gene manipulation. What are the genetic recombinations? In organic chemistry, you have to cover the naming the reactions. In detail, I will cover in the next slide. Then next slide. Pharmacology. So what we have to cover while studying the pharmacology? Everybody said you have to cover the references book, the main KD Tripathi, but I suggest not. So reference book is so vast you can't complete and give the 3 4 revisions in the pharmacology. So you have to take some of the instructions from the senior who had appeared for the GPAT, some notes from the institutes which are suggesting to you how to prepare for the GPAT and the NIPER. So in pharmacology, first you have to make the charts. First you have to cover classifications, the classification of beta blockers, adrenergic drugs, diuretics, antibiotics are the main. The most of the questions are asked from the antibiotics. So first question, one question is always preferred to come from the classification. They give you any of the drug. Just example, betalol, carvedilol, thiazides. From which classification are the come from? The diabetes drugs, metformin. Which classification comes from biogenides? So these are the, so one question is always from the classification, and the second question is from mechanism. So they ask the what is the mechanism of furosemide, torsemide, on which uh, pump they will act. So one question, last time there was a question from digitalis, on where it is act. So one question is always from mechanism. Now the third part, metabolism. Metabolism is very much important. Every time there is a question from metabolism, how a metformin goes for metabolism, how is morphine metabolized. So only these topics, not you have to read the vast how they are acting in the body, just the points. You have to cover the classification, mechanism, metabolism, and the side effects. Always there were last time there was a question, which drug cause a neural tube defect. It was valporate. So side effect is very much important. Every time there was a question from the side effect and the drug interactions. The grape juice, where does it interact? You can't give tetracycline with calcium. You can't give caffeine with azithromycin. So these are the basically drug interaction. What are the enzyme inhibition? What are enzyme inhibitors? So these are, and one I forgot to represent, what are receptors. So there was a question in the GPAT, what is a seven transmembrane receptor? So its answer was GPCR. सबसे सबसे ज्यादा किसका थ्रेशोल्ड होता है इन अ सेकंड, which receptor act in a second? It is a iron trap receptor. Steroid drugs act which through which receptor? It's a intercellular nuclear receptor. So these are the questions which are mainly covered from the pharmacology. Side effects are there. In the recent times, GPAT covers the main you have depends on the knowledge. बहुत टफ था कि जैसे हम एक कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन को देते हैं, जैसे जेई एग्जाम, आईआईटी एग्जाम, देयर वाज सो मच puzzleness that you can't even jump. But now the NTA has conducted the GPAT paper. They just simply they are judging your what is your basic knowledge. So just first of all, go through from the main subjects, make a flow chart of classification, then what is the mechanism of this drug and what is the side effect and metabolism. You can make a flow chart from this way, and the drug interactions are the simple. You have to cover enzyme inhibition, enzyme inhibitors, enzyme induction, and one which drugs goes from the zero order reactions. Zero order like warfarin, alcohol, they are zero order reaction. They don't go for first order reaction. So these are the main topics which you have to cover from pharmacology. The 25% of the GPAT paper will cover from these topics, pharmacology. So the next pharmaceutics. So the main pure pursuitics. All the questions are the two basic suspensions, emulsions, aerosols, creams. So most of the questions are covered from the pure pursuitics. Liquid system, solid system. What are these suspension? Last time there was a question between if we put 50% of the solution in this emulsion, what will be happening? So the answer was cracking. So these are the type of questions which are always asked from the suspension and emulsion. Then the colloids, complexation, thermodynamics, all that are covered from the pseutics and the physical pharmacy. So the posology. Posology is the subject which deals with the dose for the children. There are 6 to 7 equations, young equations which are deal with the posology. So the one or two questions, it is it is not so much important, but the one numerical is always from the posology, and the calculations which are how to make a suspension, how to make a suppositories. Last time there was a question from suppositories. So they little bit important, but one question is always there from the posology. Then physical pharmacy, the Brahm bodies, and these are the little bit topics which are covered from the physical pharmacy. Engineering, pharmaceutical operation, there is a one subject engineering in which you mixing, how to mixing, crystallization, refrigeration, humidity. All these are the questions which are covered from the engineering. NDDS. So now most of the research is in NIPER is going through NDDS, how to make a novel drug delivery system. Everywhere in the industry, every researcher is working on this NDDS. So NDDS is the main topic from which the question is almost familiar. You every time there was a question from the NDDS. Now which there are dendrites, ruptured red blood cells. Last time there was a question, ruptured red blood cells, how they act in the body. So cover the NDDS. The main topic it is in the last sem of the your eighth semester of the B Pharmacy. So cover this NDDS. You in GPAT you have to appear in the sixth or I think seventh sem of your B Pharmacy, but you have to cover the eighth semester of the syllabus to appear in the GPAT because most of the questions are like NDDS spectroscopy. The spectroscopy is in the seventh sem, I think. But the questions, most of the questions, around 10 to around 6 to 7 questions appear from the spectroscopy and the chromatography. So you have to cover the syllabus of the eighth semester also if you want to achieve a good rank within the 200 or 300. So I forgot to mention there one jurisprudence. Every time there is a question from the juries. Last time there was 3 questions. You have to in juries you have to cover schedules, A to Z schedules, A, B, C, and the what are the drug cosmetics. Last time there was a question Borosil, which we apply on the lips, whether it is a drug or a cosmetic. So act, how many acts are there? Animal Cruelty Act, when the Pharma Council of India established, Opium Act. There are 8 to 10 acts. Constitute how many members are in the we can in the Pharmacy Council of India, State Pharmacy Council of India, who is the Director General of Pharmacy Council of India. So these are the questions basically asked from the jurisprudence. And the next is organic chemistry, I think. Pharmacognosy. So pharmacognosy, I feel the most difficult subject because you read all the biological source you read and the end time of the paper you forget. So I prefer to you go on the pharma. You have to go on the you have to study all the syllabus around 2 months before from the GPAT. So in the last or the second last month you go for the revision. Then you can clear the GPAT. First of all, don't just go on the learning and writing. Just revise the whole syllabus. For the GPAT, you have to revise the whole syllabus for 4 to 5 times. For when I cracked the NIPER, I had revised all the syllabus around to 7 to 8 times. Then I am there in NIPER due to this my revision. So if you want to clear the GPAT, you have to revise the whole syllabus again and again. Then you can remember the pharmacognosy subject or all the subjects. So in pharmacognosy, you have to cover active constituents. What are the active constituents in tulsi, in amla, uh, Sena, rhubarb, rita, all that you have to cover the glycosides, alkaloids, terpenoids, resins. You have to cover all this in the active constituents. Uh, Most of the questions are from the type of stomata and this drug belongs to which family. But there is chance of a question that they can ask from the active constituent. So you have to cover these active constituents. Type of stomata. What is the type of stomata? Senna has a which type of stomata? There is a diacitic type of stomata. Types of crystal. Rhubarb contain which type of crystal? Star-shaped crystals are present in rhubarb. What is the biological name of rhubarb? All these questions are asked from the pharmacognosy. The most of the questions are asked from the chemical tests. What are the tests for glycosides? What is the ash value? What are the tests for alkaloids? So these are there is a every time there is a question from the chemical test. If we perform this chemical test, what is the color or what is the end color? How you can judge formic index? Every time they ask what are the vein isolate numbers, stomatal index, stomata number, ash value. Why we do ash value? For the organic content of the material. Microscopy. Ever they give the microscopy of clove. Which type of oil glands are present in clove. So microscopy is very important of the not for the all the drugs, but basically cloves, senna, rhubarb. What are the last time there was a microscopy of I think aloe vera. Aloe vera. They ask about the aloe vera where the aloe juice is present in the aloe vera plant. So every question is asked from the microscopy. Then the types of crystal, types of stomata. Just cover the just revise the pharmacognosy 2 months before. You can cover the pharmacognosy in 2 or 3 days. Not put more than, you will forget at the end of the, when there will be a paper, you revise 1 month before, you when you read the pharmacognosy, you know that, yeah, ye drugs, why I can't remember these drugs. So go for revision again and again. Just give 2 to 3 days on the pharmacognosy, not more than that. Otherwise, the main, go cover the main subjects. Yeah, you can remember classifications of drugs, mechanism. Go put an effort on pharmaceutics or pharmacology, because these are the main subjects which help you to ensure the to crack the GPAT. So then, ma'am, go to next slide, please. Ma'am, so pharmaceutical analysis in NIPER. The most of the questions are covered from the pharmaceutical analysis. Spectroscopy. What is UV spectroscopy, IR spectroscopy, or flame ionization, AAS spectroscopy? What are the vibrations of IR? Which solvent are used in the UV spectroscopy? Titrations. Titration is not so that much important topic like the spectroscopy or chromatography. Uh, Not so much questions are asked from the titration, so you can simply, if you want to read, you have just covered for the revision titrations, not to learn, not to put effort on titration. There are only the questions every time asked that, like uh, carbid diuretics in forceamide, can we judge by which titration? Acid based titration, complexometry titration. So one only a single question is asked from the titration. Chromatography, last time there were 3 questions from the chromatography and the questions were almost same. What is the mechanism of vapor chromatography? Liquid liquid separation. And the second question was not the liquid liquid separation, whether we do separation or adsorption on the paper chromatography. So the 2 questions which are almost same as asked from the chromatography. So go put an effort on spectroscopy and chromatography. If you want to go for NIPER, then main effort you have to put on spectroscopy. Every time calculate the lambda max, which is a uh, I think lambda max or vibrations, on which vibration you can judge OH. They give you the molecule, calculate the lambda max. So these are the main questions which can ask from the spectroscopy. In GPAT they can also, but the in NIPER main of the questions are asked from the spectroscopy. Ma'am, next slide. Organic chemistry. Everybody feels that chemistry is tough. For me, I didn't frankly say I did not go for the organic chemistry. But when I prepare for the NIPER, that I feel why, if I prepare for the organic chemistry, I can achieve a rank within 100. So this was the main demotivated point for me when I got the GPAT result. Why I can't go for organic chemistry? So it is not so tough as I was feeling when I prepare for the NIPER. So basically, the which questions are asked from the organic chemistry are the naming reactions. Every time they give you the reaction and you have to tell the name. What is the name? Whether it is a um, you can Rosenmund reaction, uh, Markov rule reaction, which Markov rule is applied here. So these are the naming reaction. Rearrangement reaction are there. So you have to cover only these 5 topics. Organic chemistry, not go on the what are the basic reactions of the benzene, what are the basic reaction of benzene, alkane, not go on that much detail. Just cover these 5 points and you can, there are always 3 to 4 questions and you can attempt these 20 marks paper very easily. So the main mechanism like SN1, elimination reaction, nucleophilic substitution mechanism were there. So you go for SN1. Last time there was a question from SN1, and I don't know what is the answer of that question. So it is a very easy, but you have to cover, you just go for one time on these topics and you can remember all the reactions. So this is my suggestion. Every student left medicine, they don't go for medicinal chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry. But medicinal chemistry, I can say it is a tough subject. Just go for on a steroids. But you can cover these 5 points, and you can surely make the 20 marks in your bucket. So what is stereochemistry? In stereochemistry, ma'am, last slide please. In stereochemistry, they can ask uh, what is the, they can give you the molecule, and you have to tell that whether it is a R configuration molecule or a S configuration molecule. What is the D and L? Last time there was a question, which is more reactive in between the staggered formation or eclipse formation. So stereochemistry, they can ask these question. Where last time there was in glucose molecule, if we interchange the hydrogen molecule from the C1 to C2, what it will be a anomer, or it will be. So the answer was anomer at the time. So these are the basic question which can ask from the stereochemistry. Rules to detect aromaticity. So basic rule is Huckel rule, 4 and plus 4 and plus 2 pi electron rule. So last time there, every time there was a question from the aromaticity, stereochemistry, and the naming reaction. So you have to cover these only 5 points if you want to get the 100 out of 100 from the organic chemistry. Just go for only these 5 points. And now the questions from the other subject. Medicinal chemistry is the major subject, but I put in the other subjects because I don't prefer to go for the medicinal chemistry because it is a so much tough subject, and you can't know which question comes from the which point. So for that's why I put the medicinal chemistry in the other. If you want to crack the GPAT with the good rank or within the 100, you have to surely go for the whole medicinal chemistry. In the most of the questions from the medicinal chemistries are asked from the steroids. What are the how many carbons are present in progesterone, estrogen, what is the structure of vitamin D? So these are the, I think, main questions which are asked from the medicinal chemistry. What is the SAR of beta blockers, diuretics, on which receptor they can bind? What are the main requirements for a molecule to bind to the receptors? Like this, in acetyl, like in acetylcholine, you need a tertiary nitrogen. So in beta blockers, you need a benzene ring. So these are the basically the questions which are asked from the medicinal chemistry. Inorganic chemistry, they can give you a simple calcium, or what are the effects of calcium in the body. So in biotechnology, inorganic chemistry not so that much important subject. You simply one question, but in biochemistry, microbiology, and biotechnology, there are around 3 to 4 questions from these three subjects. In biochemistry, you have to cover all the cycles, whether Krebs cycles is there, how fat is metabolized, alpha oxidation or beta oxidation. So these are the main biochemistry topics which you have to cover. They can give you simple disease, uh, uh, for just maple apple disease is there, which but why this disease occur. So which enzyme is there? They can give you 4 enzyme. You have to take the one enzyme. So biochemistry is very important. Microbiology. The main questions now they can ask from the, you have to cover the COVID situation. They can ask about the vaccines. Which vaccines are going in the phase 3 clinical trials? So these are the questions which can ask on the COVID situation. So go for the COVID situation, COVID vaccines, on which day there was a Bharat Bandh, on which day there was a curfew. What is the coronavirus structure? It is a crown shape structure. How it is act in the body? It can act through the mRNA. So go on coronavirus. If you there will be a one question surely from the COVID situation. So in biotech there is a genetic recombination. How you can amplify the molecule. So these are the biotech. Last time there was a quote. What is the genetic India world's first genetic recombination compound? It was a cotton, BT cotton, tobacco. The first plant which was genetic recombinized. The which animal was first genetically modified? Mean that was a sheep. So these are the questions which are covered on the biotechnology, biochemistry, vaccines. Polio vaccine is a mRNA vaccine, attenuated vaccine or live vaccine. Cover the what are the types of live vaccine. So these are the basically questions which are asked from the biochemistry, biotechnology, microbiology. Next slide. So the main what to know after the GPAT qualification. Every when I was there in the college, I just there was the only aim to crack the GPAT. I was not thinking about the after what can I do after the GPAT. So the if you want to if your dream is to crack the GPAT, you have to just think of these 10 colleges, not you can don't go for the NIF 20 to 24 rankings or NIF 100 ranking कि बस हमने जीपैट क्लियर कर लिया दैट्स इट अगर आपने जीपैट क्लियर करना है तो बेसिकली थिंक अबाउट these 10 colleges. Jamia Hamdard is the near first college. I got called admission offer letter from the Jamia Hamdard due to my GPAT rank. But there are some loop points also in the Jamia Hamdard Punjab University. You can't if you have a good score around you have a score within 200 also. Like I my rank was a 252, but I can't get the Punjab University because in Punjab University there is one that if you want to go for the Punjab University, you have to appear for the youth festival. जितने ज़्यादा आपके सर्टिफिकेट्स होंगे rank whether you have a rank around 1600 or 2000 but if you appear you have a national certificates in in any of the stream of the youth festival. If you have a national certificate you can surely got a seat in the Punjab University. Naipar. So in Naipar is on the NIF third ranking, but it is the far much better from the Jamia Hamdard Punjab University. Naipar is a national recognized institution. So your first aim is to achieve GPAT, then your second aim is to crack Naipar. Don't set for that you have cleared the GPAT, that's enough for you. Just go for Naipar. Don't go for only a GPAT. The third institution is Manipal. Fourth, Manipal Bits Plani. Their fees is so much. I go if you got a full stipend, then you have to put to 5 to 6 lakhs above your stipend. So for a MS degree, you have to put to 8 to 9 lakhs for in these two institutions. So I don't prefer to go for Manipal or Bits Plani due to these are too costly, which you can get from the Punjab University and Naipur. IIT BHU. IIT BHU is the first institution from where the pharmacy has started. So ICT Mumbai is also a premier institute. You have to clear first. You have to go for the GPAT entrance test. Then you have to go for ICT Mumbai test. Then you are eligible to sit in the ICT. DIPSAR. DIPSAR is a what happened when you go for these 10 college at Jamia Hamdard. अगर आप अगर आप जामिया हमदर्द में एडमिशन लेना चाहते हैं reservation for the Jamia Hamdard students and the Muslim students. So only the out of per stream there are 15 seats for pharmacology. So out of these 15 seats, there are 10 seats for Muslim students. So if anybody is Muslim student here, you can go for simply go for Jamia. When I was applying for the Jamia Hamdard, जो मेरे साथ वाले स्टूडेंट्स थे मुस्लिम, उनका रैंक था 2000, but they got in the Jamia. But in the first round of council of Jamia Hamdard, I did not get the seat. So I have having the 252 rank, but फिर भी मुझे जामिया हमदर्द में सीट नहीं मिली. The same is the Punjab University. In Punjab University, if you have a youth festival or single girl child, or you are from the rural area, or there is one more category, 1984 category. So if you have these certificates, you can go for the Punjab University. If you want to crack the GPAT and go for the Punjab University, go for the youth festivals. Uh, Prepare for the GPAT and go for the youth festivals. In the 4 years of my B Pharmacy degree, मैंने कभी youth festival में part नहीं लिया. So this is the was the most disappointed time that I have a rank of 252, but I can't get the Punjab University because I did not have a youth festival certificate. So if go for youth festivals in any of the, you can go for painting, but you have a national certificate along with you, and you can you can go for Punjab University. In Nipur, I can tell you about the Nipur afterwards. Manipal, BITS, Plani, they have a fees around 1.5 to 2 lakh per semester, only admission fees or academic fees, except hostel fees and other fees. So Dipsar is, if you want to get a Dipsar is the most placement. You can get a placement of around 6 lakh per annum. But if you want to go for the research or for PhD, so Dipsar is not a fit place for anyone, because there is all the teachers are on the contract basis. Some day teachers came, it is like a government college, simply like there are government, some day teachers come, some day teacher not. If you want to go for only the for the placements, then you can go for Dipsar. But in Dipsar, the main point is that only you have one seat for the non-daily students. For the daily students, there are 8 seats, but for non-daily, there is a one seat. If you want to go for if you want to go for Dipsar, you have to make a rank within the 100 or 150. So in ICT Mumbai is there is a very tough competition. They do not provide the MPharm degree. They provide the MTech degree in pharmaceutical engineering or pharmaceutical chemistry. They provide the MTech degree. In IIT BHU, there is the same competition. You had to get your rank within the 150, nor below than that. If you are getting the 150 rank, then you can go for IIT BHU. Then the entrance tests. What are the other entrance tests other than GPAT, NIPER? The main GPAT, the timely, I had discussed the paper pattern there. The other test in NIPER JE, which you have to focus, not on the focus on the GPAT, just focus on the NIPER JE, because there are no seat limits. The seats are conserved for this category, this minority classes. There is nothing like that. If you get a good rank, you will get the NIPER JE. No state wise category is there. Every institute, every, whether it is a Jamia Hamdard or Dipsar or Punjabi University Patiala. In Punjabi University Patiala, there is a 75% category for the Sikh students or for the residents of Punjab. So if you want to get a seat in the national recognized institution, there is no category in the NIPER. So I always prefer to go for the NIPER. The all the seven. Somebody say that NIPER Hajipur, NIPER Kolkata is not that much good than NIPER Mohali, but it depends on you. All the faculties are around 10 to 15 years of experience. All are coming from the foreign institute. They had completed their postdoc, some from the USA or some from the Canada. So I always prefer to go for NIPER. NIPER is the best place for every pharma aspirant which is thinking about to clear the GPAT. So the third is the Manipal entrance test. You can, which student does not have any problem about the financial condition, he or she can go for my Manipal entrance test. The third test is CU, Central University Common Entrance Test. Some students clear the CUCT, but there is an if you want to get the stipend for the 3 years, I am getting the 3 lakh around 3 lakh from the government institutions from the government. You can go for CUCT, but there are no teachers in the CUCT. If you had cleared, your main aim is to go for the top 10 colleges, not for the CUCT colleges. It is only a MPharm degree. You will nothing get from the CUCT colleges. So ICT Mumbai is the one of the test. Yeah, I will take your queries after when I completed my the slide. So you can ask your queries one by one, and I will tell you. So the how to prepare for the GPAT. So ten these are the main institutes we can say, or some NIPER students are running their foundation, like Pharma Sapiens is run by the NIPER Hyderabad students, Pharma Toons by the NIPER Mohalli students, the Pharma Adda. It is the main. There are around 10 to 11 Niperians and the Niper teachers had made the notes from this for this foundation pharma. So you have to, there are simply 100 rupees, 150 to 170 cost of these notes. You had to take their notes. They are very beneficial. In Niper, I did not took their notes. Around 10 to 11 questions are from their notes. So go for these second last point, pharma adda. They are, these are very beneficial notes. And the for how I prepare for the GPAT, I prefer the pharmacognized notes and the GDC. Among all of these seven, if you want to cover in detail all the topics, all the subjects, go for group discussion center, GDC notes. These are the one of the best notes which you have to cover for your these preparations. And I cover all the books for the pharmacognize and GDC notes. Then I am able to get my 252 rank. You can get their pharma rocks notes, pharma sapiens, pharmacy India, pharma adda, and pharma toons. These are the 8 to 9 institutes which I prepare, which help you to prepare your destination to GPAT or NIPER. Next line. So thank you. This is my slide. How to prepare for the GPAT, how to prepare for NIPER. The NIPER and the GPAT and the NIPER journey is totally a different. You can't judge that if you clear the GPAT paper, you can surely get the NIPER rank. Because why I so lag behind in NIPER? Because in NIPER you only get the 2 hours, and your questions limit is 200 questions were there. So in NIPER, you will get the aptitude. Your general knowledge plays a role. Your aptitude. There in when I appear for NIPER, there were all the questions from the income tax. What is the cost of these books? There are very difficult questions in NIPER, like aptitude test. Uh, Mathematical situation is there. English is there. Anonyms and noniums. All these topics, we are around 30 to 35 questions will be from these topics in NIPER, which if you go for a NIPER, just go for the give 1 hour to aptitude, give 1 hour to English. So then you can appear in the NIPER. NIPER is very much different from the GPAT. In GPAT, when you go for a paper, you can surely complete your paper in 1.5 hours, and the rest of the 1.5 hours you have to revise all the topics. In when you attempt any of the national examination paper, just go for all the paper and revise all the topics. Just take all the paper and go for you know that these questions are my 100 correct. Just tick them. Don't go for random thickness or random tukke. Just go for your 100 when you know that these my questions are 100% correct. Go for the whole paper and tick them. Then count whether how many questions I made the 100% correct. Then on the second part, just go for the you know that out of these 4 points, I know that when you are preparing for GPAT, जैसे तुम GPAT प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो, जब तुम कोई भी नेशनल एग्जामिनेशन क्रैक करने जाते हो, जैसे आपके पास 120 अराउंड 200 marks, but last time what happened with my colleagues, they attempt only a 50 questions. All whether they were 100% or correct, they are not sure about it. So they get around 140 150 marks, but the cutoff ranges to 163. So there is a difficult point because लेकिन इस बारी अगर पिछली बार 163 कट ऑफ आ रही है तो इस बारी 180 के करीब जाएगी, बिकॉज द अब पेपर एनटीए कंडक्ट कर रहा है तो उसने अपना लेवल बढ़ाया है। पेपर इजी डाला है जरूर, लेकिन उसने कट ऑफ बढ़ाई है, तो आपकी कट ऑफ 180 के अराउंड जाएगी इस बारी। सो अगर आपको फर्स्ट टाइम जब भी पेपर करना है तो पहले आप 100%, आपको पता है कि मेरे 100% क्वेश्चंस, these are questions my 100% correct, so go for first question, then count how many questions you have made the attempt. After the 100% you can go for 25% assurance question. आपको पता है कि ये मेरे 4 पॉइंट्स हैं, 4 MCQ के, ये 4 जो आंसर्स है उसमें मुझे 2 में डाउट है, देन गो फॉर दिस। अगर आपको उसको उसमें भी आपको 10 क्वेश्चंस आ गए, आपको पता लग गया कि 125 में से मेरे 50 क्वेश्चन है, अगर 50 क्वेश्चन है तो मेरे 200 मार्क्स तो पक्का बन रहे हैं, उसमें से अगर आप 10 करते तो 190 बन रहे हैं। तो आप अपने रैंडम तुक्के के लिए मत जाए, लेकिन जब आपको पता है कि मेरे मार्क्स 300 बन रहे हैं आउट ऑफ 500, तो मैं अपना रैंक बढ़ाने के लिए यू कैन गो फॉर रैंडम टिकनेस, अदरवाइज नॉट गो फॉर अ टेक अ चांस फॉर अ नेगेटिव मार्किंग। तो पहले अपना 100% जो आपको पता है कि ये मेरे 100% क्वेश्चन ठीक है, पहले वो जाए, फिर उनको रिवाइज करें, फिर उसको टिक करें कि कितने कर लिए, फिर अब आप जाए कि आपके जो 4 पॉइंट्स में से 2 है जिसके 25% एश्योरेंस है कि ये हो जाएंगे। ऑलवेज प्रेफर 60-40 रेशो। अगर नेगेटिव मार्किंग पेपर में क्या होता है, अगर आपके पास 60%, आपको पता है कि मेरा पेपर है 60% मैंने ठीक कर दिया, 40% आपको आता नहीं है, तो आपको पता है कि अगर मैं तुक्के मारूंगा, 10 क्वेश्चन लास्ट टाइम क्या हुआ था, द होल क्लास गिवन द जीपैट एग्जामिनेशन, एवरीबडी इज गेटिंग 99 मार्क्स, एवरीबडी इज गेटिंग द 99 98, जिनको कुछ भी नहीं आता था उनके भी 19 मार्क्स आ रहे थे। सो इफ यू गो फॉर ओनली 2-3 सब्जेक्ट, फार्माकोलॉजी, फार्मास्यूटिक्स, तो आपके अराउंड, मैं कहता हूँ कि आराम से क्लियर हो जाता है जीपैट। जीपैट इज नॉट सो मच टफ एग्जाम। हमारे पंजाब में एवरी टाइम इन आवर कॉलेज भी कभी 2 बच्चे क्लियर कर रहे हैं, कभी 3 बच्चे, लेकिन जब आप इफ यू गो फॉर द साउथ, they are in from the single college there are 20 to 25 students which are clearing the examination. So it is on your, it is not a tough exam as we had made, so go for these points. And for Niper, for Niper it is different. There are 200 questions for, in you have to appear 200 questions in 2 hours and there is a aptitude. So मैंने क्या मिस्टेक की थी तब कि मैंने 200 क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने पर चल गया था, so which was my main mistake कि उधर से टाइम भी कंप्लीट हो गया and I had no time for the revision. So don't go for it, go for the aptitude in the last, when you have a plenty of time that you can complete all the aptitude questions. So these are the main points which I had to cover for a GPAT and NIPER. When if you after the GPAT we will organize a paper webinar on the NIPER, how to go for it, how to clear it, then I will tell you about the NIPER. First focus on GPAT, then you have to focus on NIPER. Don't sit for the GPAT at you have cleared the GPAT, you are getting in the Punjab University or Punjabi University Patiala. Not for it. Your aim is to go for NIPER. It is the NIPER. NIPER is the NIPER, and the Punjab University or the what we can say Jamia Hamdard, that not too much. I am getting the seat in the pharmacology in the Jamia Hamdard, but I go for the regulatory toxicology in NIPER because one point is in Jamia Hamdard your fees is too high. You have to go for 1.5 lakh per sem for your academic fees per sem. So in NIPER, all the facilities, hostel fees, your fees, mess fees, all our things are provided by the government. So NIPER is a national recognized institution. So Aim for Naipur, Hyderabad, Naipur, Ahmedabad, Naipur, Mohali, Guwahati, and Raebareli. Don't Hajipur is lagging behind, but you can go for it if you want to earn Naipur tag. The Naipur tag surely helps you in your journey afterwards the MS. So thank you. These are the points. Now you can go for your query.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for providing such an informative information. And it would be very helpful for those students who want to crack GPAT with a good. So I again want to say that if you have any query, we will discuss it at the end of the class. Now we have one more speaker who will discuss their experiences with us, Ms. Manju, who has done his BCom from GH Khalsa College, Sudat, and now she is pursuing her MPhil from the PU University. She has cracked the GPAT in the 2018, and I want her to come and share her experiences with us. Ms. Manju, please.
I'm audible.
Yes.
Good morning to everyone. I'm really glad to be here and feeling so blessed. I would like to say that JG Khalsa College of Pharmacy always make me feel proud. Our college is a place where we learn edification. Moreover, this is a platform where we meet a lot of people and intermingle with each other. I realized this is the beauty of college, where alone I can say, but together we can talk. Alone I can smile, but together we can laugh. Alone I can enjoy, but together we can celebrate. Therefore, we are nothing without each other. We all should be grateful to the college faculty members who made us connected with each other today. I was pleased when I received invitation from our teacher, Dr. Parneet Kaur Deol, for joining online webinar to share experience that I gained during my GPAT preparation. So स्टूडेंट हम स्टार्ट करते हैं कि मैंने अपनी GPAT की प्रेपरेशन कैसे की थी. तो सबसे पहले हमें सेल्फ मोटिवेशन होना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर हमने लाइफ में कुछ करना है, हमारा एम होना बहुत जरूरी है. सो स्टार्टिंग से ही मेरा एम रहा है कि मैंने टीचिंग करनी है. सो GPAT इज ऑब्वियसली करना जरूरी था बिकॉज मैंने एमफॉर्म करनी थी, वो भी एक अच्छे इंस्टीट्यूट से. सो मैंने अपने सीनियर से, अपने टीचर से हमेशा गाइडेंस सीख की है कि हाउ हम अपने आप को कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, कहाँ से नॉलेज ले सकते हैं. तो हमारे टीचर्स ही हैं जो हमें अच्छा गाइड कर सकते हैं. सो देन सबसे पहले मैं ये बताना चाहती हूँ कि GPAT व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ GPAT. GPAT का पर्पस है कि जो भी फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनका पोटेंशियल, उनका एप्टीट्यूड कितना है, जब उनके ड्यूरिंग ग्रेजुएशन के ड्यूरिंग उनका क्या पोटेंशियल रहा है उसको चेक करना एंड देन उनको प्रमोट करना. एमफॉर्म के लिए एक एंट्रेंस बैरियर बना दिया है कि वो बच्चे चूज करने हैं जो हाँ एबल हैं, कुछ अच्छा करके दिखाएंगे अपने कंट्री के लिए. तो हमारे टाइम में AICTE ने कंडक्ट किया था GPAT. आई थिंक नाउ NTA है, नेशनल टेस्टिंग एजेंसी, जो GPAT को कंडक्ट कर रही है. सो आई हैव क्वालिफाइड GPAT इन 2018 बाय AICTE एंड जैसे हरसिमर ने बताई दिया GPAT जनरली होता क्या है. दैट इज ग्रेजुएट फार्मेसी एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट. 125 क्वेश्चन आते हैं जिसमें हर एक क्वेश्चन को 4 मार्क्स मिलते हैं. अगर आप एक क्वेश्चन गलत करते हो तो उसका 1 मार्क्स डिडक्ट होता है. सो नेगेटिव मार्क्स जनरली क्या होता है कि एग्जाम इजी ही होता है. हमें लगता है कि बहुत हार्ड एग्जाम है, 1 और 2 स्टूडेंट हर साल क्लियर करते हैं. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, इट इज इजी. आई बिलीव 40 क्वेश्चन ऐसे होते हैं कि जो हर एक को आते ही होते हैं. बट क्या होता है कि हम और ज़्यादा के चक्कर में हम जो 40 मार्क्स 100% श्योर के साथ करते हैं तो हम वो नेगेटिविटी से अपने मार्क्स खुद ब खुद घटा लेते हैं. सो गाइस, जितना हो सके आप नेगेटिव मार्किंग से बचिए. अगर आपको चाहिए कि हाँ हम अच्छे से क्वालिफाई करें, अच्छे गुड रैंक लेने के लिए आपको स्टैंडर्ड बुक फॉलो करनी होंगी. ये नहीं है कि हाँ हमने पास होना है, फार्मेसी में डिग्री लेनी है और निकल जाना है. जीपैट के बहुत ही ज़्यादा बेनिफिट्स हैं। लाइक आपको एक अच्छी रेपुटेटेड यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन मिल सकता है, लाइक पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी, नाइपर एंड जामिया हमदर्द। ये सब टॉप यूनिवर्सिटी कॉलेज हैं जहाँ पर आप जहाँ से निकल के एक गुड सेटिस्फाइड जॉब ले सकते हो, जॉब के अपॉर्चुनिटीज इंक्रीज हो सकती है। अगर आप फर्दर पढ़ना चाहते हो, पीएचडी में इनरोल हो सकते हो, अच्छी प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगी। सम स्टूडेंट कहते हैं हमने तो मास्टर ही नहीं करनी है, हमने जस्ट डिग्री लेनी है, हमारा पर्पज जस्ट डिग्री लेने का है। लेकिन स्टूडेंट, अगर आपको डिग्री के साथ एक अच्छी अचीवमेंट मिल रही है तो व्हाई यू मिस द चांस। सो आप सबको, हर एक को मैं ये रिकमेंड करूँ कि आप जीपैट का एग्जाम जरूर दें। और अब आप जिस टीचर के साथ भी कंफर्टेबल हैं उनसे गाइडेंस लें, कैसे करना है। वो वेल एक्सपीरियंस हैं, अच्छा ही गाइड करेंगे। आपके टीचर आपके लिए ही बैठे हैं। सो देखो, टीचर लाइक अ रोड, रोड और टीचर वही अपनी जगह पर ही होंगे, लेकिन जो मंजिल है आपकी वहां तक पहुंचाने में आपकी पूरी हेल्प करेंगे। आपके लिए हमेशा हेल्पिंग हैंड होगा आपके टीचर का। तो ट्राई कीजिए। जब मेरा टाइम था मैं बहुत हेजिटेट करती थी कि हम क्या पूछें टीचर से जाके, मतलब वीक पॉइंट कह सकते हैं कि, लेकिन आपको हेजिटेट नहीं करना चाहिए। आपके लिए टीचर बैठे हैं, पूछिए। कहीं भी डाउट है, अगर छोटा सा भी डाउट है ना, आप जरूर पूछिए उनसे कि हाँ हमारा ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है, आप हमें बताइए। हेजिटेशन से जितना बचोगे उतना खुद को इम्प्रूव कर पाओगे। हमेशा अपने अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस लेकर जाइए, टीचर से पूछिए। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, अगर आप सोचो कि हमने बी फॉर्म के बाद जॉब करनी है, तो देखो, अगर आप जीपैट क्वालिफाई करके एक और क्वालिफिकेशन लेकर बाहर निकलोगे, आपका सैलरी पैकेज भी अच्छा होगा। जनरली क्या होता है, बी फॉर्म के बाद 8,000 to 10,000 सैलरी पैकेज होता है। अगर आप जीपैट क्वालिफाई करके स्टडी भी कर रहे हो और साथ में साथ आपको फेलोशिप भी आ रहा है, इससे अच्छा क्या हो सकता है। फेलोशिप अराउंड 12,400 है, जहां पर आप 2 साल में एक्सपेंडिचर इंक्लूड करने के बाद भी 1,47,000 सेविंग कर सकते हो। तो इसके बेनिफिट ही है, कोई नुकसान या साइड इफेक्ट नहीं है जीपैट क्लियर करने का। सो ट्राई करना कि जीपैट देना ही देना है। और स्टार्ट करने से पहले हमेशा एक गोल सेट करना है कि हाँ मैंने अच्छे रैंक लेने हैं एंड मेरा एम है। अपने आप को रिवॉर्ड कीजिए कि हाँ मैंने ये चीज लाइफ में अचीव करनी है। अगर आपका एक एम और गोल होगा तो आप डेफिनेटली सक्सीड करोगे इसको। देन मोटिवेट कीजिए, क्यों करना है, किसके लिए करना है और कैसे करना है। एंड स्टेप बाय स्टेप खुद को मोटिवेट कीजिए। बुक्स आपको पता ही होगा, जैसे कि हरसिमरन ने एक्सप्लेन कर ही दिया है। मैंने अपने टाइम में स्टैंडर्ड बुक फॉलो की थी एंड हर एक बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट को क्लियर किया था। साथ में साथ आप नोट्स बनाते जाइए जब जब आप पढ़ते हो। एंड बिफोर एग्जाम 1 मंथ बिफोर जस्ट आपको कुछ नया नहीं रीड करना है। अगर आप नया रीड करोगे तो आप पजल होगे, कंफ्यूज होगे एंड सब वॉलेटाइल होता है फार्मेसी में, इसलिए आप भूल भी सकते हो। तो रिवीजन इज नेसेसरी। जितना भी आपने फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड ईयर से अब तक के नोट्स बनाए हैं उनको रिवाइज कीजिए। जितना ज़्यादा रिवाइज करोगे उतना ज़्यादा आपकी मेमोरी में वो ज़्यादा स्टोर रहेगा। इसके अलावा आप चैलेंज फेस करते हो कि इतना ज़्यादा सिलेबस है, कैसे करें, कहाँ से स्टार्ट करें। तो कामनेस बहुत ज़रूरी है। आपको जो सब्जेक्ट ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड लगता है वहाँ से शुरू कीजिए। अगर वहाँ से शुरू करेंगे तो आपका इंटरेस्ट बना रहेगा स्टडी करने में। खुद को मोटिवेट कीजिए कि हाँ मैंने आज इतना टारगेट कंप्लीट करना है, आज मैंने 3 चैप्टर करने हैं तो इसको फिनिश करना है। एंड एट द एंड सेल्फ स्टडी के बाद ग्रुप डिस्कशन बहुत मस्ट है। आपको लगता है कि हाँ मेरे ये फ्रेंड मेरे साथ कोऑपरेटिव हैं, उनके साथ डिस्कस कीजिए, ग्रुप बनाइए कि आज मैंने ये पढ़ा है, तुम मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछो। इससे क्या होगा, आपको पता चलेगा कि आप जो पढ़ रहे हो वो आपको याद भी है। अगर वो नहीं याद होगा, आपका फ्रेंड आपको बताएगा तो वो हमेशा ही याद रहेगा, आज दिन तक याद रहेगा। देन उसके बाद जब आपने रिवीजन कर ली, देन आप प्रीवियस पेपर भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो। बुक मिलती है पीयूष एंड इनामदार, मैंने अपने टाइम पे फॉलो की थी कि किस टाइप के एग्जाम आ रहे हैं, किस टाइप के क्वेश्चन उसमें हैं, उसे एनालाइज कर सकते हो कि हाँ हमें इस कॉन्सेप्ट पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है, किस चीज को इग्नोर करना है और किस पे फोकस करना है, वहां से आप एनालाइज कर सकते हो। बुक को क्रैम नहीं करना है, जस्ट एनालाइज कि पेपर किस बेस पे सेट किए जाते हैं। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, ये कभी भी मन में नहीं बिठाना कि ये एग्जाम हार्ड है। नथिंग इज इम्पॉसिबल, हर एक चीज इम्पॉसिबल है, एक स्ट्रॉन्ग डिटर्मिनेशन की नीड है बस। अगर आपने ठान लिया, अगर आपके अंदर जुनून है, तो आप मुकाम जरूर पा सकते हैं। एंड और मैं बताना चाहती हूँ कि अगर हम एग्जाम को रेशियो में डिवाइड करें तो 40:20 होता है, जिसमें 40 रेशियो होती है कि इजी होगा, 40 मीडियम टाइप के क्वेश्चन होंगे, 20 टफ टाइप के होंगे। अगर वो 40 इजी वाले आपको सीधा 160 मार्क्स दे रहे हैं तो आप क्वालिफाई हो। तो आपको अब 40 मीडियम टाइप के क्वेश्चंस हैं जिसपे हार्ड वर्क करना है। अगर आपने क्रैक करना है तो आपको थोड़ा सा सेक्रीफाइस भी करना पड़ेगा, तो हार्ड वर्क करना पड़ेगा। देन उसके लिए आपको 1 घंटा 2 घंटा जितनी भी आपकी कैपेबिलिटी है उस पर स्पेंड कीजिए। एंड आफ्टर दैट खुद को टेस्ट कीजिए। आज के टाइम में इंटरनेट हर कोई यूज कर रहा है, यूट्यूब पे टेस्ट सीरीज आती हैं, चैप्टर वाइज करना है या सब्जेक्ट वाइज, जैसे भी आपको कंफर्टेबल है, जैसे भी आप करना चाहते हो उसको फॉलो कीजिए। टेस्ट दीजिए, टेस्ट को सॉल्व कीजिए, टेस्ट सीरीज को, एंड खुद को एनालाइज कीजिए कि हाँ हम किस लेवल पे हैं और हमें कहाँ कहाँ इम्प्रूव करना है। एंड आई ऑल्सो वांट टू से कि रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस एंड रिस्पेक्ट टू द मास्टर, ये 2 चीजें बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी हैं। आप प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो लेकिन आप अपने टीचर से नहीं पूछ रहे हो, खुद ही कर रहे हो। शायद आपकी प्रैक्टिस करने का तरीका गलत हो। अगर आप गाइडेंस ले रहे हो, आप छोटे नहीं हो जाओगे। गुरु हमेशा गुरु ही रहेगा, आप जितने मर्जी आगे निकल जाओ। इसलिए हमेशा अपने गुरु की रिस्पेक्ट करो, उनसे पूछो कि हाँ हम इस तरीके से कर रहे हैं, अगर इसमें कुछ और ऐड करना चाहते हैं तो आप बताइए, प्लीज आस्क देम। आप ये मिस्टेक मत करना जो बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स करते हैं। इट इज रियली सैड, टीचर हमें ज्ञान देता है, कॉलेज हमें मान देता है, एंड आपकी कैपेबिलिटी जो भी योग्यता है आपको पहचान देती है। अगर ये तीनों ही मिल जाए तो आपको हर जगह सम्मान देती है। एंड लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट, आई रिकमेंड ऑल स्टूडेंट्स टू गिव जीपैट एग्जाम, नाइपर एग्जाम। आप हर एक के अंदर एक कैपेबिलिटी है। अगर आपने फार्मेसी में एडमिशन ले ही लिया है तो उसको एक डिफरेंट वे में रिप्रेजेंट करो सबके सामने में कि हाँ आपके अंदर एक टैलेंट है जो नहीं दिख रहा है, लेकिन हाँ एग्जाम क्रैक करने के बाद आपको अपना पोटेंशियल पता चलेगा कि हाँ हमारा लेवल कहाँ पर है। आप अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी में जाओगे, अच्छे कॉलेजेस में जाओगे तो आपको डिफरेंट स्टेट के लोग मिलेंगे जहाँ आप अपने आप को और ज़्यादा एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हो। नेवर गिव अप इन लाइफ, ट्राई, कीप वॉकिंग, कीप ट्राइंग। कोशिश करते रहना चाहिए। अगर हाँ एक बार में अटेम्प्ट नहीं हुआ, सेकंड टाइम में अटेम्प्ट हो जाएगा, बट ट्राई करना चाहिए। एंड thank you for having me. I had a wonderful time. I thoroughly enjoyed the webinar. Thank you so much. अगर किसी ने कोई क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज आस्क।
We have number of queries. Yes, Jashan, you can take.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing some of your movements from your precious time. I think we have a lot of questions in the chat box. First, we can start with question from Rahul. Which books are better for cracking GPAT?
For a pharmacology, KD Tripathi is very good book. Apart from रैंक भी है, लेकिन वो चली जाती है, तो आप फोकस कीजिए. एंड कोग्नोसी की कोकाटे इज वेरी फेमस, आप फॉलो करते होंगे, आई थिंक सो. एंड एनालिसिस के लिए सिल्वर स्टेन स्पेक्ट्रोप्लिक इज द वेरी बेस्ट बुक. एंड और मेडकेप के लिए हरकृष्ण सिंह और वीके कपूर सर की बुक है. एंड फॉर द फ्यूटिक्स लैकमैन इज द एक्सीलेंट बुक. हर एक टॉपिक कवर हो जाता है उसमें. फॉर कैलकुलेशन RM मेहता फॉलो कर सकते हो आप.
Okay. So, ma'am, next question is from Manjot Singh. Is there any minimum eligibility for, of GPAT exam, and is there any scholarship assurance in MPharm?
Can you repeat the question?
Is there any minimum eligibility of GPAT exam, and is there any scholarship assurance in MPharm?
Sorry, I can't understand your question.
Rajiv, there is no.
Can we?
हाँ सिमर कैन ऐड.
हाँ जी. देन एलिजिबिलिटी जो है जीपैट एग्जाम की वो है कि आप फाइनल ईयर में होने चाहिए. आप जो परस्यू कर रहे हो आप 6 सेम में होने चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
और जो फेलोशिप है वो एश्योर है कि अगर आप बिग इंस्टीट्यूट्स में जाते तो आपको वो श्योरली प्रोवाइड करेंगे द 12,400. बट इन कोविड सिचुएशन जो आपकी एमफार्म और MS डिग्री है वो 2 इयर्स की है, लेकिन ड्यू टू कोविड सिचुएशन उन्होंने 1 ईयर 8 मंथ्स की कर दी है जो आपकी डिग्री है. तो आपकी जो फेलोशिप आपको अराउंड आई थिंक 3 लाख मिलती है, 12,400 पर मंथ. वो आपकी 50,000 डिडक्ट हो जाएगी. अगर ऐसे ही आपका अगले ईयर भी आप एडमिशन क्रैक करके कहीं एडमिशन लेते हो, अगर आपकी जो क्वालिफाइंग डिग्री है वो 1 ईयर की रह जाती है, अगर एमफार्म 1 ईयर की है तो आपको 1 ईयर की वो प्रोवाइड की जाएगी फेलोशिप. ये नहीं कि आप 1 ईयर कोर्स में हो लेकिन आपको फेलोशिप 2 ईयर्स की प्रोवाइड की जाएगी. जितनी देर आप स्टडी में करोगे इंस्टीट्यूट में उतनी देर ही आपको फेलोशिप प्रोवाइड की जाएगी.
हाँ, एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू ऐड वन थिंग. जो फेलोशिप है वो आप किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट में जाते हो फॉर एमफार्म, इवन इन योर ओन कॉलेज अगर आप एमफार्म में एडमिशन लेते हो, दैट इज फ्रॉम योर AICT वो फेलोशिप प्रोवाइड करता है आपकी आफ्टर यू क्रैक योर GPAT, है ना. तो वो आपका GPAT क्वालिफिकेशन आपके पास है, आप एमफार्म में एडमिशन ले लेते हो, यू आर श्योरली गेटिंग दैट फेलोशिप. अब वो किस ड्यूरेशन के लिए आप अपनी एमफार्म या एमटेक या MS कर रहे हो, वो ड्यूरेशन पे डिपेंडेंट होगा, उतनी देर के लिए आपको फेलोशिप मिलेगी. फेलोशिप इज सेम इन ऑल द इंस्टीट्यूट्स, जहां भी आप जाते हो वो सेम रहेगी एंड यू विल श्योरली गेट दैट फेलोशिप. नेक्स्ट
Okay,
क्वेश्चन.
ma'am. Next question is from Saurabh Singh. When we are starting preparing for GPAT, at starting we are very excited, but after some time we start getting diverted. I want to ask that how to maintain continuity while preparing and how you overcome when any obstacles come.
Then just ask yourself why you start. What is your aim? What is your dream? अगर आप अपने ड्रीम को अपने सामने रखोगे आप कभी नहीं होगी. हाँ, खूब टायर्ड हो जाते हैं स्टडी के साथ, तो आप उसको रिजुवेनेट करने के लिए म्यूजिक सुन लो, जिससे आपका भी हो जाएगा और खुद को डबल एनर्जेटिक फील करोगे.
I totally agree with that. I just want to add one thing. जब आप बहुत लंबी ड्यूरेशन की प्लानिंग करते हो ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू स्टार्टेड 1 year बिफोर, है ना, प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर योर एग्जाम. ऑलवेज सेट योर एम, है ना. मैं हमेशा रिकमेंड करती हूँ बच्चों को, अपना रूम जहाँ पे आप रोज स्टडी करते हो, पोस्ट योर एम, पोस्ट सम गुड मोटिवेटिंग कोट्स ओवर देयर, है ना. सबसे पहले तो आप ये कर सकते हो, रोज उठो तो सबसे पहले वो दीवार आपको दिखनी चाहिए जहाँ आपने अपना एम रखा हुआ है. When I prepared for my GPAT, I can share that picture with you. I have filled whole wall with all these, motivating quotes, motivating things. Even the notes which I have prepared, I have put that notes on that wall. हम मेडिसिन केमिस्ट्री को बहुत मुश्किल मानते हैं ना, हरसिमर हैज शेयर्ड कि मुश्किल होती है, बिल्कुल मुश्किल होती है. अगर वो स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करके दीवार पे चिपका दोगे, हर रोज उठ के उस स्ट्रक्चर को देखोगे, आप पूरी जिंदगी वो स्ट्रक्चर नहीं भूल सकते. सो जस्ट try and find newer ways in which you can motivate yourself every day. ये तो होगी self motivation. Second, make a group, small group of your friends जिनके साथ आपकी thinking मिलती है ना, जो आपको लगता है कि मेरी स्टडी में हेल्प कर सकते हैं, दे आर गुड फॉर मी, मतलब मेरी ग्रोथ में मेरी हेल्प कर सकते हैं. मेक दैट ग्रुप एंड मोटिवेट एवरी ईच एंड अदर, है ना. आज मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं की, पर साथ वाले ने अगर पढ़ाई की है, शाम को आई विल गो बैक टू माई रूम एंड आई विल रियलाइज दैट आज मेरा टॉपिक कंप्लीटेड नहीं था, माई फ्रेंड हैज डन दैट टॉपिक. सो यू विल गेट दिस टाइप ऑफ मोटिवेशन. यू हैव टू फाइंड वेज इन विच यू कैन गेट मोटिवेशन. अब डंडा लेके कोई आपको नहीं करवा सकता कि जीपैट क्लियर करो, है ना. कोई आपको फोर्सफुली वो करने को नहीं कह सकता. आपको कोई टीचर असाइन नहीं हो सकता कि वो रोज आपको पूछे आपने कितना प्रिपेयर किया. हरसिमर कैन शेयर every 15-20 days later I will go to their class. मैं उनकी क्लास में जाती थी और जाके पूछती थी किसने किसने स्टार्ट किया जीपैट प्रिपरेशन. मैं मतलब एट सम पॉइंट आई स्टार्टेड फीलिंग कि बच्चे सोचते होंगे मैम ने क्या लेना है, हमने जीपैट क्वालिफाई करना है या नहीं करना है. सो जस्ट थिंक ऑफ सम वेज इन विच यू कैन मोटिवेट योर सेल्फ. सिलेक्ट दैट कंपनी विच कैन मोटिवेट यू. उसी से आप वो होल थ्रू आउट दैट ईयर यू कैन कीप मोटिवेटेड एंड स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर योर एग्जाम. वन थिंग विच बोथ ऑफ देम शेयर्ड वेरी वेल is that you have to keep 1.5 month before the exam free, जिसमें आप सिर्फ रिवाइज करोगे, सिर्फ उसको बार 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 रिपीट करोगे. बिकॉज इतना डेटा हो जाता है आपके पास माइंड में रखने के लिए, यू फील लाइक यू आर अ सुपर कंप्यूटर. आप फार्मेसी के एक तरह से सुपर कंप्यूटर बन जाते हो जब आपने एग्जाम देना होता है. आस्क एनी थिंग फ्रॉम योर सेल्फ एंड यू कैन फील कि मुझे हर चीज़ का आंसर पता है. आई एम सो वेल इन एवरी थिंग. यू गेट सो मच कॉन्फिडेंस इन आंसरिंग दोज क्वेश्चंस. वो फेज इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग होती है ना कि आपको लगता है सारी बुक्स मेरे दिमाग में एक तरह से एम्बेडेड है. एवरी कंसेप्ट इज क्लियर टू मी. यू फील वेरी गुड एट दैट टाइम. सो look at these points and try to find that environment in which you can prepare well. थैंक यू.
मैम
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
क्यूजिटेशन
हाँ सिमर.
Yes.
अभी उन्होंने कहा ना जैसे कि हम बोर हो जाते हैं. बताऊं क्या होता है जब हम प्रिपेयर करते हैं ना कोई भी एग्जामिनेशन, हम क्या कहते हैं कि आज मैंने सारा दिन फार्माकोलॉजी ही पढ़नी है,
हाँ,
अगले दिन मैं सारा दिन फार्मास्यूटिक्स ही पढ़ूंगा. ऐसे नहीं करते. जब भी आप कोई नेशनल लेवल एग्जामिनेशन प्रिपेयर करते हैं क्या करते हैं कि गिव 2 hours टू फार्माकोलॉजी, देन गिव 2 hours टू फार्मास्यूटिक्स,
बिल्कुल.
then give 2 hours to medicinal chemistry, और on your own point give half an hour. ऐसा नहीं कि जैसे आपने एक टॉपिक रखो और बाय अ टेस्ट सीरीज, जैसे आपने ये कर लिया तो आज मैंने उस चीज का टेस्ट देना है. जब मैं स्टार्ट किया था मेरा जैसे 200 का मार्क्स का पेपर होता था, तो मैं जब वो देता था तो मेरे ओनली 50 मार्क्स आते थे, तो मैं बहुत डिमोटिवेटेड हो जाता था यार मेरा इतना पीछे रैंक मैं कैसे करूंगा. लेकिन मुझे होता था कि आज 50 आए हैं तो मैंने कल 100 लेके आने ही आने हैं. तो गो ऑन टॉपिंग, गो ऑन. कई स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं पहले दिन ही फुल सब्जेक्ट टेस्ट कर दिया. अगर आप फुल सब्जेक्ट का टेस्ट दोगे तो आपके मार्क्स भी तो फिर वैसे ही आएंगे
वैसे ही
क्योंकि
आएंगे.
आपने तो इतना प्रिपेयर नहीं किया. तो फिर गिव अ वन टॉपिक टेस्ट, फिर उसमें देखो कि आप एनालाइज करो, क्वेश्चन को एनालाइज करो कि यार मेरी गलती कहाँ पर रह गई. फिर उसको आगे आगे होली स्टार्ट बाय स्टार्ट करो, ये टॉपिक पर जाओ, नॉट फॉर ऑन द फुल सब्जेक्ट. क्या करते हैं आज मैंने महीने में ये कर, अगर आप एम ही इतना बड़ा कर लोगे कि आज मैंने ये पहाड़ चढ़ना है तो आप नहीं चढ़ पाए. जस्ट सेट अ starting easy point with you in a heart that you can cover these points. So set a small topic and go on it. Don't go on a big topic. Thank you.
Thank you, so thank you, ma'am. So next question we have from Amritpal Singh. How much is pass percentage? Which rank is necessary to clear GPAT?
Harsimar can answer.
Repeat करना, I did not listen the question.
Pass percentage or Raji, if I मतलब जो अगर if I understood it right, every year you have a different cutoff. Every year you have a different pass percentage. That depends, but एक average होती है जो हरसिमर ने share की कि इस बार if there is 160 something, next time they are predicting that it will be near to 180, है ना? So cut off
Yes.
different होगी every year. बट यू हैव टू एम कि जितना बेटर मैं कर सकता हूँ उतना इंश्योर करता हूँ मैं अपनी जीपैट क्वालिफिकेशन, सेकंड अ गुड रैंक इन जीपैट, है ना? वो जो कट ऑफ होगी दैट विल बी डिफरेंट एवरी ईयर.
Yes, ma'am. It depends on the which category.
Yes,
Main
and
if you are SC, ST,
yes,
OBC, WF.
जनरल की पास परसेंटेज डिफरेंट होगी, कट ऑफ डिफरेंट होगी, कैटेगरीज की डिफरेंट होगी.
But
वो
you have to main when you give a test series, just think that कि आपके 160, 170 अगर आपके मार्क्स आने लग गए टेस्ट सीरीज में, तो आपको एक हार्ट में एक ये आ जाएगा कि हम क्लियर कर सकते हैं. तो जितनी देर तक आपके 170 मार्क्स नहीं आते उतनी देर तक मेहनत करते रहिए, क्योंकि जो टेस्ट सीरीज होगी, बिकॉज टेस्ट सीरीज आर मेड बाय द प्रोफेशनल्स, जो पेपर बना रहे हैं वही टेस्ट सीरीज बना रहे हैं. तो गो ऑन दिस पॉइंट.
Next question is from Kirandeep Kaur. When we have to start preparation for GPAT exam and how we will able to study with our regular study? How much time we have to give these subjects?
ये तो आपको खुद डिसाइड करना, ये आपको खुद डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा. जब मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा था तो मैं तो क्या बताऊं, मैं तो 2 months कॉलेज ही नहीं आता था. आई सिट इन द लाइब्रेरी एंड गो फॉर द होल सिलेबस. मेरा तो वो क्या कहते हैं, उन्होंने साइन भी करा लिया था कॉलेज से कि आपको कॉलेज से निकाल देंगे कि अगर आपकी अटेंडेंस ना पूरी हो. सो इट यू हैव टू, इफ यू वांट टू अचीव द एम, यू हैव टू डिसाइड. मैं सारी रात पढ़ता रहता था, फिर सुबह स्कूल कॉलेज आके पेपर भी देता था. So it depends on you how to prepare for it. If you want to achieve your goal, then you have to आपको अपने वो कंफर्टेबल जोन से बाहर आना पड़ेगा, कंफर्ट जोन से.
मंजू, यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग? बहुत जेन्युइन क्वेश्चन है ये हर बच्चे का. एवरी टाइम आई फेस दिस क्वेश्चन.
फर्स्ट ईयर में तो फर्स्ट ईयर में तो यही होता है कि फार्मेसी क्लियर कैसे होगी. बहुत हार्ड लगती है कि फार्मेसी में हम सप्ली ना ले लें. तो फर्स्ट ईयर में तो यही होता है कि हम पास हो, हर सब्जेक्ट में पास ही हो, यही बहुत बेटर है. बट धीरे धीरे हमें पता लगने लग जाता है कि हाँ, कि कैसे स्टडी करनी है, सब्जेक्ट को कहाँ से स्टडी करना है. तो आई रिकमेंड कि सेकेंड ईयर में ही आपको प्रेपरेशन स्टार्ट कर देनी चाहिए फॉर गुड रैंक. आपको गाइड करने वाले बैठे हैं, आप जाइए अपने टीचर्स के पास कि हाँ, हमें कहाँ से कौन सी बुक फॉलो करनी चाहिए जहाँ से हम हर एक कॉन्सेप्ट को मतलब नोट डाउन कर सकें. जो भी आपका सब्जेक्ट चल रहा है सेकंड सेम में, थर्ड सेम में, उसी के साथ ही प्रेपरेशन स्टार्ट कीजिए. उसी टाइम में आप अच्छे नोट्स बनाइए सो दैट कि आपको जस्ट रिवीजन ही करनी पड़े. उस टाइम पे आपको स्पेशल नोट्स ना बनाने पड़े इन द लास्ट ईयर कि हाँ, कि 2 मंथ के बाद हमारा जीपैट का एग्जाम है और हम आज नोट्स बनाना शुरू कर देते हैं. स्टार्टिंग से ही अच्छे नोट्स बनाइए सो दैट कि आपको जस्ट रिवीजन ही करनी हो.
राजे, इट डिपेंड्स कि आपने तैयारी कब से शुरू की है. इफ़ यू हैव 2 or 3 months विद यू और आपने एग्ज़ाम देना है, देन यू आर इन द हरसिमर्स प्लेस, है ना? आपको सारा दिन बैठ के तैयारी भी करनी पड़ेगी, पढ़ना भी पड़ेगा इफ़ यू रियली वांट टू क्रैक. इफ़ यू स्टार्टेड अर्ली, for example you started in your 5th semester, 6th semester, then you have sufficient time जिसमें जो आपके regular classes चल रही हैं. I always said these are not 2 types of your studies. आपके syllabus ने ही आपके GPAT में आना है. So प्लान योर वर्क लाइक दैट कि आप अपनी स्टडीज भी कर रहे हो, थ्योरेटिकल भी पढ़ रहे हो, एंड साथ के साथ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग योर नोट्स इन सच अ वे कि वो नोट्स इतने शॉर्ट करके आप बना रहे हो दैट द होल चैप्टर इज limited in that 1 or 2 pages, so that will ultimately help you later when you start revising it. ठीक है बच्चे, अब जैसा टाइम है उस अकॉर्डिंगली आपको प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ेगी. यू नो कि आपने इतना सिलेबस कवर करना है. ही हैज़ वेरी ब्यूटिफुली गिवन यू द होल आइडिया कि कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स उठाने हैं. अब इतना पढ़ना है, अगर कम टाइम है तो आपको वही सेटिंग ज़्यादा देनी पड़ेगी. यू विल कॉम्प्रोमाइज योर नॉर्मल क्लासेस एंड ऑल. दैट्स वाई आई रिकमेंड स्टार्ट इट अर्ली, एटलीस्ट 1 year अर्ली. अगर 1 साल पहले स्टार्ट करोगे, यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम. एज अ टीचर आई नो कि आपके पास इतना कोई लोड नहीं होता, इतना कोई बर्डन नहीं होता कि आपके पास टाइम नहीं मिलेगा प्रिपरेशन के लिए. यू हैव सफिशिएंट टाइम, बट यू हैव टू स्टार्ट अर्ली इफ यू वांट कि आपकी रेगुलर क्लासेस भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज ना हो और आप जीपैट भी इक्वली साथ में क्रैक कर लो. ठीक है.
Excuse
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
हाँ जी हरसिमरत.
ma'am. I think there is one Vipul Sharma is in our joining list. He is also an Hyperion.
ओके.
If you can ask him to come up on the video, he surely helps you, all the students, to give some points. If you can ask, I think he is there, but he is not responding my text.
विपुल
So, if you can
विपुल
ask. Sharma from
विपुल
Ghaziabad,
शर्मा.
UP.
Vipul Sharma. I think he has left, Harsimar. Can you please ask him to rejoin?
Yes, ma'am.
We will be happy to hear from him. Very
Can ask.
happy. हाँ.
Yes.
In the meantime, we can take more queries if there are. Jashwant?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, next question, Himanshu will know about whole syllabus for GPAT. Is math necessary?
Which subject?
Ma'am, math ਦਾ ਪੁੱਛ ਰਹੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫਸਟ ਸਮੈਸਟਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ GPAT ਲਈ.
I don't think math is necessary. They will. You or Harsimar, can you reply? I don't think math is there.
There is no question related to math.
No. It, yeah.
कैलकुलेशन आती है वही के बेस पे क्वेश्चन आएंगे, बट कॉमन नहीं होगा.
नहीं,
Maths
मैथ्स
वगैरह नहीं होगा.
हाँ मैथ्स नहीं होता.
Okay. Ma'am, next question from Muskan Kumari. From where we get test series?
टेस्ट सीरीज बच्चे आपको हरसिमर has shared that slide with you. He has given you 8-9 names from which you can select. टेस्ट सीरीज आप ऑनलाइन आजकल तो ऑनलाइन सारा कुछ अवेलेबल है, आप उसमें से देख के आप कोई भी टेस्ट सीरीज ले सकते हो, है ना. वी विल बी शेयरिंग दैट प्रेजेंटेशन एंड अदर वीडियो विद यू, so you can again revisit that slide.
Okay. Next question.
Arman has asked on which platform you give test series to Harsimar. Harsimar? We can take that later. I think he has given the test series on GDC. I think so, but he will confirm that, है ना. फर्स्ट सेम के सिलेबस का कितने नंबर का क्वेश्चन आता है? बट फर्स्ट
No
सेम
question is there from my first and second term.
फर्स्ट सेम. हाँ जी हरसिमर.
Ma'am, both come very little chance to come the question from the first sem. The main of the questions are coming from the third sem. So if you want to prepare for the GPAT, you have to cover the syllabus from the third sem onward, not
Right.
from the first or second sem.
There is one question for you Harsimar. On which platform you give test series? आपने कहाँ दी थी?
Ma'am, on GDC, Pharma Cognizant and Pharma Rocks.
Okay.
I have buy the 3 test series from these platforms.
Next question.
The next question is from Gaurav Agrawal. After cracking GPAT, can we go for UPSC or we should first go for MPharm?
These are the 2 different fields. अगर आपको GPAT ही देना तो UPSC क्यों करना? अगर आपको UPSC करना तो GPAT क्यों करना? One of my friend, he is from UP Mahesh. He is admitted in Jamia Hamdard Biotechnology. He had cleared the GPAT and CUCT, but now he is preparing for the UPSC. So it depends on you. Select a single goal; it will be more beneficial for you.
Perfect, perfect.
The next question is from Chetna Arora. Where can I get notes for only those topics that are important for GPAT?
You can buy the notes from the GDC. They are providing a very good books, Pharmacognize, the which I refer 8 to 9 platforms. They are providing the notes for the GPAT. So you can go for and buy for it from the any of the 8 9. But I prefer go for GDC or Pharmacognize. They are providing the best notes among the 9. Go for GDC, GPAT Discussion Center. They are providing such a good books.
Okay. Which one is more good and hard in GPAT and UPSC?
GPAT is very easy. It is not hard. Here they
Uh,
are again and again telling you GPAT is very easy.
GPAT is not like a UPSC. You have to go for 10 to 12 hours per day. GPAT only requires 2 to 3 hours only if you are going along with your study. It is not a tough exam.
Okay. I think मैम क्वेश्चंस खत्म नहीं और किसी ने क्वेश्चन पूछना होगा.
I think we have covered each and every aspect, and it's the time to say official thanks to our guest for today. It was a very good session. Thank you so much, Harsimar. Thank you so much, Manju, for accepting our invitation and giving a kit to our Pharmacy College Club webinars. We are planning a new thing this year, and we are hoping that by this type of interactions, we are providing good knowledge, good information to our students. Thank you so much, Bache. We feel so proud in your achievements, and we will again ask you to motivate our students and interact with them. Thank you so much.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you so much for such invitation.
There is one announcement, Bache. Please don't leave the meeting. We have official photo session. Mr. Manraj will click the official photographs. Please switch on your camera, everyone, every participant. Please switch on your camera. Please switch on your camera.